If you want to get better at drawing portraits, the nose is a great feature to practice with. In this video, I'll show you a simple pastel pencil study of the nose, focusing on values first, and how to build realistic form without making it too complicated. We'll take it step by step so you can really see how light and shadow bring the nose to life. And if you want the full lesson where I explain everything in more detail, it's available inside the membership. Now let's get started. In this video, we're going to draw a nose study with pastel pencils. This is on pastel matte paper. If you're not sure which colors, you can also just, like I'm doing here, swatch and see what works and what doesn't. For this drawing, I also want to do something different. So I want to start with an underlayer because I always tell and explain how values are more important than the exact color. So what I want to do for this drawing, I want to start with the black and white version. And look at how once I remove all color, you're not focusing on color, but you're now just focusing on the values. I want to focus on the main color that I see and then start with the shadow color. So I'm not going to start with the dark one, I'm going to start with the shadow, the 169, my favorite shadow color. And with this color, I'm going to focus on the black and white version, and then I'm going to create a monochrome drawing. So if you create a monochrome drawing, you just use one pencil and then you focus on lights, midtones, and darks. So if we create these values first, and then we go over that to glaze with the color, it helps with the end result. If you have a hard time getting the values right in your colored pencil drawings, this could help creating an underlayer first. So I have the black and white version of the reference photo because that's what we're going to start with. So we're just going to focus on a value now. And I'm going to start with the 169. Again, you could also start with a gray, but yeah, I want to start with the color that will eventually, the shadow color that will eventually blend in. And you can use really light pressure or you can go over the layer a bit more. So that's what I'm going to do with the lighter and the mid values here, and then the darker shadows. For the highlights, I want to use the white. So with the white, I want to draw the highlight. So we're just focusing on the values, the 169. And I'm going to use lighter pressure here. Let's see, go from the nostril up. Let's actually draw the nostril. If you have a harder time, let's say with these nostrils, what I then do is use the same color, like the 169, but then from the polychromos, and then I use that to draw the smaller details. Again, with light pressure, because if you use harder pressure with the polychromos, with the regular colored pencils, you will notice that once you start the layering. So the colored pencils go easily over the pastel pencils, but the other way around, you want to be careful. So there aren't really any smaller details in this nose study. So if you're going to draw a portrait, I like to use that for the eyes, where you have the eyelashes and smaller details. That's what I use there. Okay, so here we have a shadow. Here we have a shadow. Let's continue here for the mid-tone. So you see that I hold my pencil a bit more to the back, and then I start layering with consistent pressure. So you can see this mid-tone layer is also pretty dark. Here it's a bit lighter. And eventually, once you finish this drawing, you will notice that, hey, that underlayer actually helped me to create the correct values. Okay, so we have this layer here, shadow, and then this layer is darker. So I actually want to add the darkest shadow color first, 175. Let's just darken this. Light pressure. And again with the 169, continue. Just take your time. So this is like the ugly layers at first, but just focusing on values. Okay, so here I want to add another layer, light layer. And then make sure you don't have any line, just smooth light layers, smoother transition. Okay, so now if you look at your nose drawing, it starts to look realistic, and I'm not going to blend this all. You could make it more smoother and then you get a more realistic looking nose. But look how adding this value, you can already make the drawing look quite realistic. This part continues here, so I'm just adding this here and here. Okay, so now we already have most of the drawing finished. Now we just need to add color. So now we have a monochrome drawing. And if I would just finish it in one value, I would just smoothen it all out and then darken the shadow again. But now we want to start to add color. So I could start with the orange, but I want to, this is the orange. I want to start with the 180 golden color first. I'm going to use this to go over the shadow layers first and then with the orange. Okay, just because it's less orange in the shadow colors, the 180. This is like more like a brown ochre, and then the orange is like a burnt ochre. Really light pressure. Okay, so now we can look at this area. This is a bit lighter. I can add a light layer of this color. Look at your picture now. You can see that we're starting to get more color, but we still have those beautiful values. With the 187, I'm going to go over. I'm just going to use this color to glaze over the whole nose. So this is the glazing. So first we start with the values for the under layer, and then we start the color glazing. So 3 steps: under layer, values, color glazing is 2, and then 3 is the final details. And throughout each drawing process, you can take a picture of your drawing and check. It really helps, because sometimes just looking at your drawing, it just, yeah, you can get lost. Oh, I'm just not seeing it anymore. Taking a picture really gives you a fresh look at your drawing. Still use light pressure. Look at this beautiful color. We're starting to get that orange look, but it's not too orange. Look at how bright this color is and how that really beautiful blends in with the shadow color, the mid-tone color here. Let's go a bit over the highlight here. And remember, the more layers you add, the smoother it will get. So if you feel like you want to press harder, or you feel like you want to use a blending tool to blend it all, you don't have to. It will all get smoother the more layers we add. Here, okay, over the tip of the nose, you can see the highlight, and then just next to the highlight is also a bit brighter, but we can add that later. Let's use the pink over here, the 189 here. So it's really pinkish, like a neutral color here below. Let's just use this to blend over the mid-tone here. Make it all a bit smoother. Also make the orange less orange in some areas. Okay, starting to get there. The shadow color here. Let's use the 169, because like I already said, you could get it lighter a bit. So now we can darken it again. You can see it's starting to get smoother. Light pressure and just try to blend it here where you get more of a smoother gradient. But those layers underneath, they still all show through. So all of these light layers, glazes of color, will all mix together. So you're mixing colors on the paper. I lost some of the darkest shadow colors here. So we can bring them back. The 175 again, darken. Look at that beautiful, rich color. Pastel matte is really easy to create rich and dark. It can also get really dark with your colors. With the regular, I'm comparing it to Bristol Vellum or Bristol Smooth, the colors don't get that rich. If you really want to make your drawing pop, you want those darks. Here we can also go over. So again with the 169. Throughout the drawing process, like I said, the shadows can get lighter and then you need to darken them again. So you do need to keep on focusing on the values. But what helps with creating the under layer and focusing on the black and white version of the color first, you will know that those darkest shadows will need to be there. And then this shadow needs to be here. Whichever color you see, you know that's where it needs to be darker in value. So that could also help. Okay, so now let's see, we need to focus on the color again. I want to use the 169 of the polychromos. Just to be a bit more precise, you can just continue with the pastel pencil if you like. Okay, color. Let's see, let's just use the orange again. 187. So with the base color again. Here it's lighter. See that where the light is shining? Also there is less. Let's use the cream. 103. There's less orange. So this is what I mean with that glazing process. This is just so easy with pastel pencils in comparison to regular color pencils. I'm going to use the white there because here it's warmer, but then here, if you look inside the nostril part, and here it's like pink, pink white. And here as well. Here we can use some cream. And here as well, next to the highlight. Okay, back to the 187 again. Okay, now we have the values, now we have the colors, and now we can start to focus more on each smaller area to get the colors right. So at this stage, let's see, this value needs to be darker, that shadow, 169. At this stage, I take a short break and then come back with fresh eyes. That helps me. And also, again, you could take a picture, turn your drawing into black and white, check values again. The 187 again. Or actually with the 180. I don't want it all too orange. The 180, the brown ochre. I colored a bit over the nostril. So I'm just picking that back up. Let's see if I can go over this area here a bit. And the tip of the nose, where it's a bit too orange. Also go with the shadow. It's not that dark and not too orange. This maybe helps to neutralize it a bit. 103 again, because the shadow got a bit too low. So I want to go over that. Okay, see how you can just glaze. Let's actually glaze that here. Making it all just a bit lighter, more subtle. I think with the lighter pink. So we have the 189 and the 132. This is the 132. Going over the edge. And over this. Just to blend that together. The 175 polychromos to go over the darkest part of the nostril. Just to bring that back again. And then with the 169, go over that because they're quite warm, like red brown. Now I'm looking at the colors, and what I want to do is I want to add a bit more like red brown. So I want to add more color without having to darken it too much. So if I continue to use the orange or the brown ochre, I already added that and the orange made it to orange, the brown ochre. So now I want to add red brown, and this is the shadow color that we have, but I don't want to darken it. So now I'm going to add a glaze of the red where I think I just need a bit more red brown. And I'm going to add a glaze of the yellow where I want it to be more yellow brown. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now and just see how that goes. The 225, really light, just add a glaze here, this mid-tone. That's where I want to add more red. And I also want to start to blend it all in a bit more. So we're there with the values. Now we just need to focus on the colors. Here this shadow isn't darker. I just want to glaze some red over it. Let's see, just the tip of the nose. See that? Just a touch. Here, see a bit of red. Red brown, actually, what I'm looking for. I am going to use the 106 because this is lighter in value. It also lightens the mid-tone, and that's not what I want. I just want to add a glaze of the yellow. Also see that that's beautiful here as well on the highlight. Let's add that. And just really light pressure. I think that beautiful yellow is adding some warmth. So now I went over the mid-tone. Let's glaze this over the tip. This is what I like about pastel pencils. Once you have the values there, you can just really beautifully add glazes of color. The yellow and the red really added something to the color. It's really beautiful. Okay, so this is the lighter yellow. I wanted to add that here. You can also use the cream. So this is too yellow. Let's add that here. Let's also go a bit over the highlight. I feel like for the details I want to use the polychromos to be more precise. So once you have most of the drawing finished, you can continue with polychromos if you want to be more precise. So with the lighter pink, this is the 132. So you can continue with pastel pencils if you don't have polychromos. Again, that's the same number. So the 132 is the lighter pink. This one, if you need to darken, use the 175 again to really dark. I'm just adding the highlights that matter. And I want to add some pink there. I feel like the highlight is just too bright. So this is the 132 again. Just adding, also blending the edge of the highlight here as well. Yeah, it is really bright, but I feel like it's too bright. Don't want to make it that bright. With the burnt ochre, the 187. Let's add some texture lines like that. Just adding some texture here to the highlight because it's not just one bright spot, just really subtle glazing. Add a bit skin texture here, but not make it all too bright. Here the same. With the white, blend a bit just to make it a bit subtle. With the 169, I feel like I can add a bit texture here below. This is lighter, but it's not too bright. Okay, so I zoomed out, checked everything, and yeah, I'm calling this one finished. Let's check, or let's look at the other studies next to it. So here again, you see the colored pencil version, the pastel version. So you see how I combined them both. I think that's the best, yeah, for me, that's the best combo. I really like how you get just this beautiful soft look, and yeah, this works for me. But again, you can also use either just pastel pencils, you can either use just regular colored pencils. So I really hope that this little nose study helped you. We started with picking out the colors. Then we started with an underlayer. You can't really go wrong with which color you choose for the underlayer. Maybe you could also try to create an underlayer with gray. So you will just focus on the black and white version and the gray values that you see in between, and then go over that with the color, because gray can also just mute colors out, and that's what you want. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this showed you that realistic drawings aren't about color and details, but about creating values layer by layer. If you'd like to follow along in real time, the full-length version of this drawing is available inside the membership. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you'd like to see in a future video. See you next time!